Hi there, welcome back. My name is Maskani and today I'm gonna introduce some useful and necessary words. Well, let's begin with the first word, fierce. Fierce means savage or wild. Examples. Number 1. Barry was so fiercely angry that he thrust his hand through the glass. Number 2. One must take appropriate precautions when approaching fierce dogs. Number 3. He took one look at his fierce opponent and ran. Detest. Detest means dislike very much or hate. Examples. Number 1. The world detests people who aren't valiant. Number 2. Wally was certain that his girlfriend's parents would detest him because he had been a delinquent. Number 3. I detest Chinese food, but I won't deprive you of the chance to eat it. A sneer. A sneer means show scorn or contempt by looks or words, or a scornful look or remark. Examples. Number 1. The journalists were cautious about sneering at the Secretary of Defense. Number 2. Wipe that sneer off your face, the dean told the delinquent. Number 3. When offered a dime as a tip, the taxi driver sneered at his rider. Scowl. Scowl means look angry by lowering the eyebrows or frown. Examples. Number 1. Laverne scowled at her mother when she was prohibited from going out. Number 2. I dread seeing my father scowl when he gets my report card. Number 3. Because of a defect in her vision, it always appeared that Polly was scowling. Encourage. Encourage means give courage to or increase the confidence of. Examples. Number 1. We encouraged the couch to devise a plan for beating Jefferson High. Number 2. Some unstable persons need to be encouraged to find a vocation. Number 3. A valiant person rarely needs to be encouraged. Consider. Consider means think about in order to decide. Examples. Number 1. John considered whether a comprehensive report was necessary. Number 2. Do you consider that dress to be a bargain at the wholesale price? Number 3. Wrestler was always considered to be the underdog in every match. Vermin. Vermin means small animals that are troublesome or destructive. Or fleas, bedbugs, lice, rats, and mice are vermin. Examples. Number 1. We should try to eliminate all vermin from our house. Number 2. Some reptiles eat vermin as their food. Number 3. Although vermin are not always visible, they probably inhabit every house in the city. Whale. Whale means cry loud and long because of grief or pain. Examples. Number 1. When tragedy struck, the old people began to wail. Number 2. In some countries, the women are expected to wail loudly after their husbands die. Number 3. When the Yankees lost the World Series, there was much wailing in New York. Symbol. Symbol means something that stands for or represents something else. Examples. Number 1. The statue outside the court building is considered a symbol of justice. Number 2. Symbols for God are prohibited in their religion. Number 3. An olive branch is a symbol of peace. Authority. Authority means the right to command or enforce obedience, or power delegated to another, or an author or volume that may be appealed to in support of an action or belief. Examples. Number 1. No one should have the authority to dictate our career choice. Number 2. Today, a monarch does not have the authority he once enjoyed. Number 3. The Supreme Court is entrusted with the authority to interpret our Constitution. Neutral. Neutral means on neither side of a quarrel or war. Examples. Number 1. It is logical to remain neutral in a violent argument between spouses. Number 2. Switzerland was a neutral country in World War. Number 3. Adolf did not reject the idea. Number 3. Adolf did not reject the idea, but remained neutral about it. Trifle. Trifle means a small amount, or little bit, or something of little value. Examples. Number 1. I ate a trifle for dinner rather than a vast meal. Number 2. Walter spends only a trifle of his time in studying French. Number 3. At our meetings, Alex always raises trifling objections to any new plan. Words in use. Punishment for drug abuse. A recent attempt by New Jersey's attorneys general to lessen the penalties for use of marijuana has caused fierce arguments around the country. Those who detest the drug users sneer and scowl at the light treatment of offenders. They reject the Attorney General's recommendation as lacking a morsel of sense, claiming it would only encourage more drug abuse. They consider the drug addict much like vermin that must be stamped out. Such citizens continually wail for stiffer penalties. Those in favor of a milder approach to the drug problem point to the poor results achieved by prison terms. They feel addicts should be given medical help. Also, in enforcing harsh drug laws, police tend to be viewed as a symbol of unwelcome authority. The problem demands a solution. We cannot remain neutral or unconcerned, nor can we afford to muddle through with ineffective measures, for this is not a trifling matter. That's great. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon in the next session.